Welcome to CoHealth's Introduction to Exercise. I'm exercise physiologist Kate. This is Jebby. We're going to start with some diaphragmatic breathing. We're going to breathe in through our nose, out through pursed lips. We want to feel our tummy expand as we breathe in and shrink as we breathe out. Keep repeating this, nice and slow, in and out, through our nose, coming in and out through our mouth. In and out. We're going to then have a stretch, ear to shoulder, other shoulder, making sure we're sitting up nice and tall, chin to chest, looking up towards the sky just as comfortable as you can, looking over your one shoulder, looking over the other, rolling our shoulders back, creating nice big circles. Now bringing our arms out to the side, flipping our palms to the sky, reaching up over your head and try and stretch up nice and tall. Keep breathing, coming back to our side, flipping our hands back down to the sides of our body. Now rotating over your shoulder, turning through your waist. Let's go the other way. Make sure we're breathing. Rolling our wrists, big circles, making sure the movement is coming from our wrist, not our shoulder. Both directions. Going onto our legs, bending and straightening our knees. Now we're going to do what we call rainbows with our legs. So lifting up our feet, creating a rainbow with your knee and coming back down. So opening and closing that hip. Going onto our ankles, going up and down on our toes and then bring our toes in the sky. And rolling our ankles, nice big ankle circles one direction and the other direction. Try and make sure the movement is coming just from your ankle. Change legs. Other way. And back the other direction. Well done. Our next movement is the sit to stand. So hands across our chest, feet shoulder width apart, standing up slowly and sitting down slowly. Standing up, knees tracking over our toes and sitting down, knees tracking over our toes. We don't want to lean forward too much as Jebby is doing now. So keeping our chest up, and we also don't want our knees coming in towards each other as we stand up or sit down or going out. So keeping everything aligned, knees over toes, hands across, chest up, standing up, squeeze our bottom, slowly lower to the chair. Standing up, squeeze our bottom, slowly lower to the chair. Try not to plonk down, really control the movement and take your time. Keep breathing. Very good. And rest there. Well done. Our next movement is marching. So what we want to do is keep our knees directly in front of us, turning on our tummy muscles, our toes pointing up towards the sky, all in a line. What we don't want is our knee coming out to the side or crunching down with our chest. We want to make sure we stand up nice and tall. So what Jebby's doing right now, we want to avoid. So keep our knees straight in front, our tummy muscles on, lifting up, trying to balance on that other side. Our next movement, you need your TheraBand. we're going to wrap it around our back, making sure it's on our shoulder blades. Wrap it around your hands for some support, bringing your arms out to the side, and we're going to push forward as we stretch the band out and then slowly bring our arms back in an arc. So we don't want the band up too high where it might roll up onto your neck and your shoulders coming forward. Keep the band nice and low, shoulders back and down, and pushing the band out in front. This is a TheraBand chest press. Make sure you keep breathing and keep control. Our next movement is a bicep curl with a TheraBand. So grab your band and stand on it with one foot. Wrap it around your hand. Keep your arm straight and your elbow tucked in towards your side. Bring your arm up towards your armpit as we stretch the band. What we don't want is here how we see Jebby's elbow move forward and fling the band up. We want to be nice and controlled. Our elbow stays stuck in towards our side, it doesn't move, and we bring our arm up towards our armpit. Our next exercise is working our back muscles. So we're going to grab the band and roll it around our hands, keeping our arms straight. Then we're going to slowly pull the band out, squeeze our shoulder blades together. What we don't want to see is what Jebby's doing now. Shoulders up towards our ears and pulling the band out. We want to keep our shoulders nice and relaxed and pulling the band out, squeezing our shoulder blades together and slowly bringing the band. This to be nice and controlled. So instead of rocking forwards and backwards like Jebby's doing right now, what we want to do is set ourselves up nice and tall, push ourselves up onto our toes, come back, lift our toes up without pushing our bottom out. It's not a big movement, so don't think it's too far. We want nice and controlled. Our next movement is the lunge. So what we need to do is take one big step forward. If you need to hold on to something, that's okay. As you can see, we've got Jebby's legs are 90 degrees. So her knees are at 90, her ankles are 90 when she comes down. So we want to lower our back knee down towards the ground. So that movement that Jebby did where she pushes forward, this is not what we want. We want to keep our chest up nice and tall. Take a big step forward and drop that back knee straight towards the ground, standing back up. And other side, big step, knee straight down with our heel off the ground. Well done. Our next movement is a seated sit-up. So sitting on a chair, nice and tall, tummy on. Keep your back straight as you lean back. Our feet stay on the ground the whole time. Just go back as far as you feel your tummy muscles activate. What we don't want is what Jebby's doing now, feet raising up off the ground and leaning back. Remember, control, tummy muscle on, and pull yourself forward with control. Feet stay flat on the ground. Well done. Next is a single leg TheraBand leg press. With the band on your foot, holding on with both hands, we push our foot away. See how our hands don't move? We're just pushing with our feet. What we don't want is what Jebby's doing now, where our hands move out as our feet move out. We want to keep our elbows locked into our side and just extend that foot out and in with control. Then we do the other side. This next exercise works your bottom or your glutes. We want to put the band around our thighs nice and tight with our feet together. Then bring our knees out, feeling our bottom work without our feet rolling out. So we're using the sides of our hips as we bring our knees out. What we don't want is what Jebby's doing now, where she brings our knees out really fast and curls forward. Up nice and tall, lots of control. Use your bottom and bring your knees slowly out and slowly back in. Keep breathing and have lots of control with this exercise. After a few, you'll start to feel that burning muscle in the side of your hips. Our next exercise is the shoulder press. Grab the band, keep it taut, lift it up off above your head and slowly down. You can do this in sitting or standing as long as you keep the band nice and tight. What we don't want is what Jebby's doing now, where we pull the band out way too much. We're doing it really fast out and our back is arching. Keep our back straight, keep the band taut but not too taut, and lifting above our head with control while breathing. Well done. Our next exercise is a low row. Sitting down with the band under your feet, holding on to each side, bringing our elbows back behind us, squeezing our shoulder blades together. What we don't want is elbows out to the side, or coming up in front, or bending our elbows too much like a bicep curl. Chest up, shoulders back. Elbows graze the side of our body as we squeeze our shoulder blades back and together. Make sure we're breathing. Squeeze your shoulder blade back and together and rest. Our last exercise is the upright row. Put the band under one foot, holding onto the band with two hands. We're going to create a smiley face with our elbows, keeping our elbows above our wrists. What we don't want is our wrists above our elbows like Jebby's doing now, or in line with our elbows, or bringing our hands apart. Shoulders back and down, hands together, elbows coming up, leading the way into a smiley face and slowly down. Our elbows are always higher than our wrists with this exercise. Well done, you have completed Intro to Exercise. Hopefully we'll see you in one of our groups soon.